Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now when you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand everything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel.
I don't think you can run. Can you run Linux on the new Macs? They're not compatible with Jack. I didn't know you could do that. I guess you can now. These are good questions. Yeah. Does anybody use Linux? That's a good question. Anyway. Yeah, the lion was found guilty. They're gonna appeal it. I don't know if there's gonna be an actual sentencing before.
Rigged trial by a conflicted judge. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area.
Yeah, you don't say. You don't say.
They know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros back DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent.
It's hard to say with this man.
And it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win. Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now. From prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one.
Let's see here.
Conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Okay, so all right, let's get into the stuff people care about, which is gonna be Bitcoin, obviously. And if we look at what's going on, let's just see what's going on right now. So I mean, look, guys, let's go on the Coinbase chart here. You know, I would argue a little bit. It doesn't look like we're gonna break up anytime soon. I mean, I guess we could break up, but it seems like I would guess you're gonna be more choppy to short-term bearish range bound, and you know that's indicative of what you tend to see more in the summers. I would say June, July, August are typically the most boring months in my opinion. June being less boring, but I could see a range bound Bitcoin for a minute here. You know, I could definitely see a range bound Bitcoin for a minute. You know, your 2-day right now. So if we wanted to look at, I am in a trade. If you guys want more info on that, it's actually looking good for this trade right now. Link in the description below. Been in that for a minute. Funding fees are more on the positive side, which is good for y'all who are trying to go short. You could try to short this trigger wave or something. I mean, I think the big place that we're going to hit next would be there. That's a damn good risk-reward ratio. If you went up there, that'd be a 1-to-1 from that area. So you could try something. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can try here. There's a lot of stuff you can try. And yeah, shout out to Johnny M in the chat. So yeah, that's a 1-to-1 right there. That could work on this trigger wave on the 4-hour. I would argue things, you know, you look at the money flow, you look at a lot of this stuff, the way we're kind of working around, seems like we're going to drop down a bit more. And yeah, I mean, Chainlink is coming down a little bit. We're in 23 hours. We're going to close what does this go to? June. Is there a May 31st? I think there is. And then June. So we're going to close that trigger well, yeah, I guess trigger from that point on Chainlink. We're going to close that in about 23 hours. That could be the place to potentially close out a long or something. Yeah, you get the daily there. This could get a little uglier. That's the thing. I would argue, man, it's, you know, you're really hoping for ApeCoin to hold that dollar mark, that area. You're really hoping for that, and I think it can. I mean, this is looking good in that weekly. That's going to confirm in 3 days. Yeah, Bitcoin ETH bearish. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these coins have. But if ETH Bitcoin, you know, stay more choppy sideways, then you know, you could have some alts do something. Although it's not looking as good as we want. I think we have some inflation metrics coming out on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. That's not looking good in the Cardano thing. Yellow X right there. Yeah, so yeah, and 30-year. So when we look at, I mean, just to look at, Fed is probably not going to pivot until after the election, I would argue, right after, 2 days after, it seems like, as of right now, unless things really change. I would argue this is a lower high and we come down probably. If you look at the 2-week, yes. Oh, that 3-month is interesting here. Because the monthly, we do not have anything. But on the 3-month, I don't look at the 2-month or the 3-month or any of that too often. But I happen to have it up here. And if we look at this, ooh, so it's the first time ever. First time ever we've, well, that was interesting. January of 19. So that, yeah, and it just kept going down there. If we do look at red dots on interest rates, this would signify, if we confirm it in a month, this would signify, you know, coming down for interest rates, which I would think it would be a decent shot here. I think it would be a decent shot. So yeah. And what else was I going to say here? I mean, if we look at the Dixie right now, I don't know why I'm looking at the damn 3 month. I feel like this is a kind of a double-edged sword here to even look at it. But bearish in the 2 week, I don't know. I mean, Dixie is not telling us much, man. Dixie is just in its own thing, in its own little world. I'd say I'm very neutral on this. It's hard to read this. I don't know. But what else do I want to do a little bit more stuff on? So it's Chainlink. Let's look at a fan favorite, Solana. So it does look, yeah, like we should be back. Hopefully we are back. I think we might be. And yeah, I mean, kind of what I'm looking at right here. Oh man, Blood Diamond on Solana. So yeah, I'm probably gonna give you guys, yeah, I'll give you guys an update on what I'm doing with some of these altcoins in the Discord. But it is looking, I mean, if we're gonna see that bearish summer, it is looking more likely that we will see that. I want to look at traditional markets a little bit to potentially confirm that. And so our S&P 500 is falling, really falling down here a bit. Back to that area right there. Wow. Didn't realize how much down we were. Oh boy. That weekly definitely not the best here. Interesting. So I guess when you have the lion behind bars, you don't need the S&P 500 to keep going to I don't know. You know, it's a weird situation here. And I'm going to do, if you guys are still on after, if you're in the VIP Discord, we're going to do a live chat right after the consummation, the end of this stream. So yeah, go in there after. And just want to move my chair, my steel case chair over. Decent chair. Steel case gesture I use. I'm paid to say that, and I'm not. Decent chair though. 2 weeks still looks good here, but yeah, man, we came down, looking like we're gonna come down to our scene of the crime, scene of a minor crime, scene of a politically motivated crime, right there. So yeah, Apple stock holding up relatively well. NDQ, Q. Same general thing, holding up a little bit better than the SPY, but yeah. Could get some of those bearish dips relatively soon. I wanted to look at NVIDIA because that hit a fib level. 11. Oh my golly. Kind of rejecting from that level. Potentially if we do see... Oh man, this thing only goes up. Yeah, bear div on that weekly would potentially bring us downward now. That's that. And also, what did I want to look at here? Theta, and that's not, yeah, rejecting from that point. Blood Diamond on the 3-day. So, yeah, I would argue these markets are a bit more bearish at the moment, and we could, yeah. Base Pro Shop. You mean Bass Pro Shops, PG? That's up? Is it this? No. Oh, that's something else. I thought you meant the freaking store. Yeah, okay, that's fighting back a little bit. A little small market cap. And let's look at the PayPay. Pepper. Let's look at the Pepper. Yeah, that's coming down a little bit too. If we do that 3-day, man, that 3-day. Back down to that point, that could be a, never short Peppy, but that could be the fall back down. So yeah, be something to look at. Shopify. I don't know why I'm looking at random shit right now. That's not, I don't care about that. Let's see. But yeah. What do you think's going to happen with Trump, guys? I mean, they're going to appeal it. I don't know if they're going to see a sentencing until after the election. I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know here. If he's behind bars, he's going to be, you know, with Secret Service sequestered away from everybody else. That'll be interesting to see. Wonder if this helps out the Trump NFTs. Or how is that one that everybody was freaking... Was it... I think it's this one, right? MAGA? Oh, yeah. How is nobody... No, none of y'all have been asked me to look at this. I'm surprised. That may jump a little bit more. This could be... That could be something brewing because, I mean, it's kind of new to, you know, really... If we look at... You broke out of there... I'm trying to think, look, where the hell to draw shit. That is a big point there. I don't know. I would assume you probably could keep going. Sentencing is July 11th. Okay, so we got... Okay, so we got about a month. A little over a month. And... Yeah, the thing, BG, are you in America? I mean, not to ask you a personal question, maybe a personal question to some, but yeah, I wonder, you know, it's making me kind of question, you know, not that I think anything crazy is going to come out of this, but it is making me question my decision to live in America a little bit because it sets a precedent too, you know. It definitely, it sets a precedent for, you know, this to keep happening, and then they're probably going to try to do some shit to Joe Biden eventually, or some other Democrat who gets in at some point to, you know. Nah, it's going to be jail, I think. I think it's going to be jail, Johnny M, based on the judge. I mean, based on what it looks like. I could be wrong. I mean, they're going to try to appeal it. Maybe there'll be no jail, but I would imagine based on the judge, he's going to give him something. It may be only a few months. I mean, it's such a, you know, petty crime. I mean, it's not, you know. Yeah. President for the president. Yeah. What's up, Gom Lao? Been a minute. How are you doing? But yeah, so I mean, I would argue when you look at, like I mentioned, guys, I mean, I would argue you're probably going to break downward from here, at least in the short term. And I mean, I would guess you could be in this range for a minute. I mean, I just want to see, like, if you were to, I mean, you could be in this range for up until theoretically the end of June before you break upward or downward. Probably upward if you form a reverse head and shoulders. And then you stay sideways until July or something, sideways to a little bit more bearish till July, and then, oh really? You were in Jakarta? I was in, I don't know if you about a month ago I was in Malaysia. I was all over Southeast Asia. Jakarta though, Jakarta, that's the capital of Indonesia, right? I think yeah. I didn't go to Bali. Jakarta, nobody really goes. That's not a tourist spot, is it? I'm trying to think. Nobody really goes there too much. Where were you? How was that? How was that? Jakarta, man. I don't even know what that, it's probably big city, big buildings, I would guess. Tropical, warm. Okay, work. Nice. Let's see here. So let's see. Where's some other ones we want to look at? I want to look at VeChain, like a broken Sana. Yeah, like Cambodia was hot. I mean, especially if you're, you know, if you're from a colder climate. I mean, yeah, it is hot. Here's the thing: that trigger wave trying to form. We just gotta see. You know, it could take a little bit of time to finally. Yeah. As of right now, yeah, it's kind of. It could be sideways then break upward, yeah. Is that near Sarawak? No, I don't. Where is Sarawak? Is that a city? No, I don't think I went to. What country is that in? I don't know. I went to Thailand. I went to Vietnam. I went to Cambodia, Philippines, and Malaysia. So 4 countries I think I went to. Yeah, that sounds about right. I should have done Bali. That's kind of my regret. I'm next time definitely gonna do Bali. I didn't do enough beach towns. I should have did Bali and Koh Samui. I did most like the big capital cities, which was still pretty cool. The Scotland of Indonesia, interesting. Now, I've never been to Indonesia, not yet. Definitely not yet. I gotta do Bali, El Nido. Yeah, never heard of it, but yeah. No, it was a really good trip. Really good trip. I mean, with maybe moving somewhere outside the U.S. soon. Looking at, we'll see what happens. Looking at, the way this country's going, But yeah, that's coming down there. Bali's good. Yeah. Oh well, no, yeah, I didn't go to that part. I was only in the Philippines a couple days. I was only in Manila. I should have went to. Is that in like Palawan or whatever? Puerto Rico. I've been to Puerto Rico. But yeah. I was in Asia for about 5 weeks. I don't know. I was just chilling in Bangkok for a minute, and then I just take one day at a time. But I'm gonna go back. Yeah, everybody's like, have I been to the UK? Oh yeah, I've been to London and Brighton. I've been to London twice. I've been to Brighton, which is pretty cool. But I haven't seen all the cool parts of the UK or whatever. I got to go to Scotland. There's a few other places. Yeah, I just went to Ho Chi Minh. I should have went to, yeah, now you guys are going to be like, oh, the fuck you didn't go to all your cool places. But yeah. I have not. I didn't draw them out yet. I should draw out the new spiral lines. I've been lazy. Let's screw it. Let's do it right now. I think it's from these bottoms to that. Yeah. Let's just get rid of all this shit. We're going kamikaze here. We got to do the new spiral lines. I think they'll give us something. I mean, I've been using more like just visual, SR in the market side for SR points too. But spiral lines are obviously good. Oh my God. So many of these. Oh, there might be a way that I could just... I have them grouped. Okay, yeah. We're going new. We're going new spiral lines. What's up, LC? Vlog in London. I should. Or is it the ray? Yeah, we want the ray and we want the weak magnet, I believe. And we want to go from here to that, I believe, right? Is that... Hold on a second here. I just want to make sure it's... I want to be precise with these. I want to be precise. Yeah, like that. It shouldn't take too long. And this is, if you guys want to know how, if you can follow along, do it with me. I'm going to share, for the premium members, I'm going to share the lines. I'm going to share the chart. Come on. I don't even know what that said that I just said okay to. And then, let's see here. Are we on logarithmic? We should be. Yes, good. You need to be on logarithmic. Maybe on the weekly too. It's kind of crazy with the 4-year cycle. Like we waited frickin' 4 years. Now we're drawing these again, man. I'm growing gray hairs drawing these. Does that give us what we need in the area? Yeah. Draw a couple more and then that's enough for now. Do I know of any good DeFi exchanges? There's the Apex one, the Bybit one. I could put a link for that actually too. I should put a link for that. Yeah, okay, we drew enough of these. Just too lazy to do the ones like that are really. So let's see here. Well, yeah, that one was on point. Yeah, you guys aren't kidding. Yeah, that's a spiral line that's on point. And then if we look at, okay, linear ones, there's no one to be found. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you're in that kind of triangle. You're going to break upward, break downward. I would argue if you want to fulfill the kind of reverse head and shoulders thing, you would probably break downward from the triangle that we're in. That's what I would probably argue here. Let me take off my magnet. You know, and your technical target's going to be down there, you know, 63 something. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, we got to be bearish in this channel. We can't draw all the spiral lines for the upside. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, no, it gives us what we need, actually. Oh, this is interesting. 140, let's see what... I would say, like, high end would be... Yeah, I don't think it's going up to 175, but, like, you know, late 25, or 160, 130 to 160, I think could be a good goal. I think this area is going to be significant, these three lines there. I mean, it really depends when you think we'll, you know, get to that. It may not. Maybe September is when we get to that 84. Maybe it's, you know, not until December this year or January. They're right there. I think that's going to be a big area. And then we come down from that. You come back down to 70 or something. Then you finally get to 100, middle to late 25. But I don't know. It's just speculative. So, yeah. What's up, AZTV? Yeah, smash the like button. And if you want to join the Discord, I'll be in the VIP chat right after the stream for a little encore. The link is down below. There's a discount if you pay in crypto. The info for that is in the, let's see here. That's going to be in the support ticket channel. And if you guys sign up to any of the links down below for the exchanges, deposit at least $100. Give you one free month in Discord. You don't have to like leverage trade with that $100. You can just buy crypto with that, or you could try to leverage trade with that. You can do what you want. Just put in your UID in the exchange you signed up for in the support ticket, and we'll get you sorted. So yeah, we got Crypto Bull Zone came back in here. So a lot of really good data. So check it out if you guys are interested. FAIRDESK, we give away the $100 bonus every week with my link. All you have to do is sign up, deposit any amount, and do one futures trade. You got a good shot at getting that. So yeah, yeah, money flow, VWAP coming down. Let's see there. Yeah, I mean, I would guess he'd probably, I'm looking at 64, 65. I would guess he would come down some, but we'll see. And then Ethereum, probably could, let me see if we could do, you could draw some lines probably from that area to there on Ethereum. We do have the old spiral lines, which were, yeah, we did them on the daily for ETH. It's a little bit, you know, subjective there, what that would kind of give us. Yeah, I still think these ones would help us. I'm not going to draw the ETH ones now, but I wouldn't imagine they'd be too much different than the ones I already have. Even the same with Bitcoin. I don't imagine they're like that much different, because it's that's our points. You know, those trend lines kind of stay the same over time. I could be wrong on that, but I think so. June 5th, you hit this area. 61 May. I don't know if you'd come down that low that quickly. I think that would be kind of unlikely. But yeah. And then curious about like Let's see. So, do we look at Amazon? That's down. Okay, that's down a bit. Yeah, it's definitely starting to look more like we could get a couple months of red here. I feel like the uncertainty with Trump and everything, like maybe a little bit of the uncertainty will gain some fear, gain a little bit more of a sell-off. Could be wrong though. And then Maddox coming down a bit here. Excuse me. Yeah, it does short term. Short term does look a bit more bearish. I'll give you that. Short term, a bit more bearish here. Thing too is the monthly. That's a little bit, and I believe we still on regular candles still have the monthly red dot, which is not to be messed with. I will say, 23 hours to confirm. You know, right there you came down. Right there you came down. Now let's compare this to. Oh, hold on. Let's go on a chart with more data than Coinbase. Here we go. They're confirmed, yeah. I mean, if it's like that, then it's a nice buy signal, but we didn't really get that drop down too much. Wasn't really a red month, so maybe it could be if we dump down tomorrow. But yeah. Trying to think here. That one came down. Don't know. I mean, just at face value, if we back test a lot of these, I mean, it did come down significantly on most of these. That one, not really. If it's like that one, then we're going to keep going. That one, that's interesting. October 19. Could be a little like that, where you make a lower low, 50K or something, but we'll see, we'll see. Play it by ear, play it by ear. Let's see here. So we have, let's see what we got here. Yeah, Solana looking heavy. Especially that 2-day confirmed. Yeah, I mean, this is starting to, yeah, it's getting off of that point. I mean, kind of would make sense to look for a short, you know, potentially there to those wicks. Yeah, I mean, that one there, 1-to-1 right like that on these trigger waves and all this. Yeah. That looks hella bearish on that 3-day. Oh, on Cardano. That looks freaking, I mean, that could easily be down. Down Moss. Undo, yeah, let's look at Undo. Forget what Undo is. Undo Finance. It's got the word finance in it. That means it's going to do something good. Bear div right there. I don't know. At the moment, the things are turning more to the bear. Turning a little bit more to the bear, guys. At the moment. You don't think, January, Feb 25. It could be a local top. I would think the real top would be closer to around the end of 25, but I don't know. We definitely got to play it by ear and see. Theta coming down. XPRT, there's a few ones that do look like they would probably hold up better than the rest. Like XPRT confirms in 3 days there. Maybe wait for that hidden bear bull div to confirm. So yeah. XPRT versus Atom is pretty good, I think. Yeah, that area that I was looking at, so this could be a decent play. And if we look at Atomic or Cosmos, Atom or Cosmos, take a look here. Blood Diamond, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I don't know. I would say it would be close to a buy signal. Like, even if we do come down over the next month to 2 months, it would be like close to a buy signal. You know what I mean? Like in the grand scheme of things. Matic in the short term, I do think most of the market does look pretty bearish in the short term right now. So yeah. Pure T-Bag hasn't done. I think I'm slightly ahead on it. I'm earning some interest on it. I don't know. I don't own a lot of it. I may convert a little bit more Atom to it. That I unstaked a little bit of my Atom, so I may convert that to it when it becomes free. So yeah. But I mean, it's a small cap, so don't get your hopes up crazily. But if it does, I mean, sky's the limit on a few of these. They could do a lot. I mean, even ApeCoin. I mean, just trying to hunt those bottoms here. Could reject farther. We'll see. Potcoin. Gate.io. Potcoin, guys. Potcoin. Oh, man. If you bought Potcoin in September of 23, you'd be up 100%. And you got a blood diamond on the weekly now. Peppy. That looks like it might come down. I was looking at Peppy before AZTV, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We gotta be a little careful with our Pepe. Anyway, yeah. If you guys want to join the Discord, link down below. At the consummation of this stream, I will be in the live chat. If you guys want to chat for a little bit, yeah. Let's look at pro Proppy, not Progenity, Proppy. Okay, that came down quickly. I would assume you would probably come down to this point and then maybe jump higher. The thing is, maybe wait for some of these triggers. I mean, I don't know if this is looking like the strongest thing in the world right now. I would maybe be waiting for a trigger on the 4-day. You know, it could come down farther, absolutely. If we look at, Bitcoin dominance, still generally bearish. Now, we can't, the thing too, guys, is we can, contrary to popular belief, Bitcoin dominance could come down and the market could come down as a whole. Now, where did that happen? Right here, September downward. I mean, you came up probably a little bit with pandemic, a little bit, but then, you know what I mean? This could come down as this whole area, market generally came down, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the end of 2019. And then Bitcoin dominance did go down as well. It could be like that. You know, if I would compare, let's just look at that. I mean, and then you didn't see, you know, your pandemic, you know, it could be like this. Although I don't think the market's going to come down until December 2024, until the end of the year, but we'll see. We'll see. Yep, my bad. XRP, same crap, not doing anything too interesting as always. What? XRP. So yeah, you probably could break upward. A little less confident on that, but we'll see. I'm curious about oil at the moment, if we did anything today with oil. Okay, so more downward on the day. I guess good sign for inflation coming down. Inflation metric coming out soon, so we'll see. Higher or low for Bitcoin dominance? I don't know, man. It's tough to say on Bitcoin dominance. I still think that we're getting towards the top with it. If we kind of follow the cycle of it, I do think we're kind of getting towards the top of it. But that doesn't, it going down does not mean the whole market can't go down as well. You know what I mean? So that's what we got to keep in mind. So yeah. And ETH Bitcoin. I mean, I would be surprised if, you know, assuming ETH has bottomed out against Bitcoin, which is looking more and more likely 3 days, I would be relatively surprised to see Bitcoin dominance still go up significantly. I would be kind of surprised. That would be a big FU to Ethereum, and I don't think we're going to really see that. Could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I kind of don't think we're going to see that here. Man, let's see. Pre-Trump, oh my God. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There's always new shit. I don't know what the hell it was. Did it crash? Yeah, there's always some new thing. I don't know. When did this come out? March? Oh my God. Could be a good FOMO buy. I have no idea what'll happen here. You're gonna have to do this on what? On Uniswap, yeah. Could be a good gamble. Bitcoin price nukes and Bitcoin dominance goes back up. Not necessarily. Bitcoin dominance could stay sideways to bearish if Bitcoin nukes. Trump for pres, yeah. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been reading anything that I have not been reading. It does seem it's likely that the appeals and stuff, that he's got a good shot of winning the appeal. It could get delayed until after the election, actual sentencing maybe, but it seems like they're going to sentence him to something. I don't know how long. It'd be funny if it's a year, like Larry David in the. If you guys saw the finale of Curb, where Larry David gets arrested. Let's see, what did they say? No one above the law. Yeah, you don't say.
Just a second. We see President Trump now. He is walking out. Let's listen.
By a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area.
I don't know if this really affects too much of the election. I mean, I don't know. What happens if the man wins the election while he's in prison? I don't like do we know what happens if that happens? Like I have no idea what what the thing here is. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I have no idea. This is so uncharted territory. Polarized strong. It kind of, I mean, I'm not an expert on this, but, you know, I think most people can agree that this case was kind of BS. I mean, it kind of was. Obviously, no one's above the law, but, you know, it sets a precedent for, I mean, you probably could have found something equally as ridiculous for Biden and tried to charge him on that, you know what I mean? Then the Hunter Biden stuff, I mean, you know, it's kind of, yeah, this is kind of like one of those BS calls in football, you know, when you're, you know, in that playoff game and they make a really bad call. It's kind of like that. He'll serve after his next term? What does that mean? I don't understand. What do you mean by after his next term? Supreme Court of the United States. Yeah. impeach Biden. It says presidents, you know, it's getting more polarized. We're seeing more stuff that, you know, kind of happens more in, you know, countries that aren't the world power, which is kind of what America's losing its place at that. I think it's indicative of that. I don't think anything too crazy will happen, at least until like 2028, though. Like I don't know who's gonna win this damn election. I really don't know who's gonna be president after. I would have guessed Trump. Now it's looking a little bit, because it's kind of like, you know, you look at Trump like winning in every poll, and it looks like it's gonna be a damn like nice Trump win. You know what I mean? Especially with Kennedy kind of helping him out a little bit. Let's be real. And then, you know, now you have this, which kind of evens the playing field a little bit more. Show contenders, yeah. And I mean, let's see.
What price does he pay politically, or does he?
I don't know. I don't think he would pick Rubio. It's probably gonna be Tim Scott, I would think. But we'll see. Let's see. JD Vance. Yeah. Really approximate. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, yeah. Tim Scott, let's see. Absolute Injustice Rosa. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting more polarized, you know. It's definitely getting more. No, it doesn't. I just don't know. Like, let's see. He serves time, and then he serves out. I don't. What do you mean after? Oh, after he gets out of prison, then he becomes president. I don't know how the. Can he be president from prison? I don't know. I mean, what are they saying on CNN? Let's see. Let's see what the other side is saying here. Oh. What do you guys think? Does Wikipedia have Trump as he's a convicted felon in the first sentence now? Oh man, that's a good thing. That's good. Let's look at that in a second. I mean, this is the question everybody has here. I mean, July 11th, 4 years in each state. Probation? Oh. You would think he would give him jail time. If it's just probation, that's a little. I don't think anything would matter. He would still be able to become president. I think jail time is the only thing that would somewhat prevent him. Okay, let's see. Yes, so. Yeah, but if you're in prison, that's the question. Yeah, you could still run, but. That's interesting. No, nobody cares. One vote. That's not going to matter. This isn't like, yeah. It's getting, yeah. Tiny chill. No, you can't use phones in jail, I don't think. That's definitely not allowed. He would be telling somebody. I mean, the Secret Service would have to be in prison with him, and all his meals have to be like checked and all that. I think it's going to cause more polarization. It's going to cause, you know, it's definitely not in a good place. You know, we're definitely not in a good place. I mean, I would say this is more of a symptom of it. But I think it's more indicative of just America losing its place as world power. You know, a lot of complacency, a lot of stuff like that. I don't think anything's going to get too bad until the late 2020s, early 2030s, though, in my opinion. You know, but yeah, it's a shit show. Really. That's a good point. My main question is, you know, what happens if he wins and he's still in prison? Yeah, that's my question. He's going to appeal it. I mean, I don't know. Fox is saying he's got a good chance of winning the appeal. I don't know. I mean, this is... Yeah, I don't know. we'll see. I mean, let's see what else is there. Not much happening there. MSNBC, let's see what they're. I'm just curious what everybody's saying on all accounts. This is probably saying he's gonna get life in prison, I would guess. Let's see here. In the hands of the American people, whether he could win. But if he can win, I guess if you win, yeah, you would have to serve out to the end of his term and then he gets back into office. I don't know. Fox said he would win the trial. Civil War ahead, yeah. It's gonna be a few more years. So he could still serve in the role from prison, theoretically. I don't know what they'll give him. I would think it would be a matter of months, I would guess, for a first-time offender like that. I would think it would be a matter of months. Isn't the maximum 4 years? Maybe give him a year or two. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, I mean, yeah. Just got to see what happens here. It's funny. Lion. There was, yeah, well, it was somebody in 1920, yeah, some minor third-party candidate ran from prison, but they had no chance of winning. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Funny. Orange juice prices around. Let's look at that. Yeah, I paid like $40 for a small thing of orange juice the other day. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's still going up. That's the only inflation metric that's really bad at the moment, though. Cattle's not bad. Yeah. So, I mean, as long as I think orange juice, it just stays like a lone thing. I mean, and everybody's talking about orange juice is going crazy, so it's probably almost done, honestly. I think you might see a little bit of deflation. I don't know. On the VIX, oh yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, Eugene Debs, yeah. I don't know, yeah. What was he in prison for? I don't even know that. What are we talking about? Okay, today, let's see. There's not really a huge divergence here, man. It's not a. It looks bullish, you know. The VIX. I kind of think the VIX is BS, man. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really tell us too much. It means you may get more volatility, but I don't know. It could be choppy like this. I don't. The VIX doesn't really help us. I don't think that much, guys. I mean, let's see the VIX here. I mean, if we do fib levels on the damn VIX, I mean, what is this, 08? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even, yeah, I don't know. The VIX is not, yeah. Trying to think here. How about, I mean, I think you know, oh, what was that? Is that monthly giving us? Oh, that's interesting. Got two of those right there. Case Shiller still going up though, breaking upward. I mean, your technical target's going to be at least at, you know, there. At least probably like another 5% upward. I don't think he could pardon. Can't a sitting president not pardon himself? I don't think they can. I don't. I could be wrong in that. As far as I know, you cannot pardon yourself, right? I would assume the charges would get dropped for the other cases if he gets back into office. I'm just trying to think here. I mean, I don't. I think it kind of does help Biden a bit, you know. He can, are you sure, David Brumelo? Can a president pardon himself? I don't think they can, man. Because couldn't Nixon just pardon himself then? Why did Nixon have to resign then? Couldn't Nixon just? Wouldn't Nixon just? Oh, because of impeachment, he would have been impeached, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like it's too much immunity. But couldn't just Bill Clinton pardon himself for the perjury or whatever? I mean, I'd have to read up more on that. Ford pardoned Nixon. No, that was, yeah, but Ford pardoned Nixon, but Nixon did not. Ford was not Nixon. Ford did not pardon himself. He pardoned Nixon. Oh, it's a state charge. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's a gray area with the pardons there. Interesting. David Brumelo. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole shit show. It really is. I would think you're going to see more. I mean, the media loves it. I mean, on both sides, probably. I'm sure Fox loves it too. I mean, it's just going to be more hype and more things to talk about. I mean, now we're just back to that crazy news cycle, you know. I mean, this is probably in terms of what the viewership Fox and CNN and all MSNBC get, it's going to be close to COVID, I would say. It's going to be getting up to that point probably as the election gets closer, which is what they want, the media tycoon. And we'll see. We'll definitely have to see. I would assume Biden's poll numbers would go up slightly because of this. I would assume they would go up slightly, at least slightly. Yeah, I think that would fall down a little bit more. Anyway, guys, we've been on about an hour. Might wrap it up pretty soon. Not too much else to talk about at the moment. I'll be in the Discord right after this for the premium members if you guys want to chat for a little bit. If you want to join, link down below. Discount if you pay in crypto. Also, if you want to get a free month, if you sign up to any of the links down below, deposit at least $100. Give you one free month. Open a support ticket with your UID. If Trump goes to prison, this is what, and I'm pretty sure of this. I'm like basically 100% sure of this. The Secret Service is going to be with him. He can't be in the general prison population. Every meal he gets in prison would have to be checked by the Secret Service. So I don't imagine prison would be that bad for Trump. I don't know where they're going to put him. People have been saying Rikers. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what type of prison that is, but we definitely got to see. I mean, he's going to be. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you guys. Have a great night. The Department of Justice where that person may not pardon himself. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pardon yourself. I feel like the charges for the other stuff would be dropped though if he wins. But yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens. As expected, I think America is going to continue to look ridiculous. We'll see. But yeah. Anyway, guys, subscribe. Check out the links down below for the exchanges, and I'll be in the Discord in like 5 minutes or so. All right, I'll see you guys.